Women's Test cricket is such a rarity, and even more so for the Indian women's side. Given how successful this Test match was, Cricbuzz and myself, we thought that we'd go through and rate some of the players. So here are 7 names from both sides and their rating. Let's start with the easiest player of them all, Shafali Verma, who was player of the match. Making her Test debut, hadn't even played a one-day international for India, and she showed us that she has a defence, but she's also able to bring her T20 form into the Test arena, 96 and 63, and she showed some maturity from the first innings to the second innings. You feel that Test cricket is in good hands with Shafali Verma. Therefore, it's an easy one from me, 10 out of 10. Mithali Raj, India's skipper. Probably her last Test on England soil, playing the format that she loves the most. Unfortunately, she didn't trouble the scorers at all, 2 and 4. And then when you look at her captaincy, I felt that she missed a trick by bowling Julan Goswami in the first 2 sessions of day 1, which meant that she wasn't able to utilise her skill and ability with the second new ball. So I'm going to rate Mithali Raj as a 4 out of 10. But she is a class player and no doubt will scrutinise her performance, her thought process, her tactics, and she will be better for the experience. Heather Knight, captaining her country for the 100th time in this Test match. Excellent performance with the bat, 95, and you felt for her that she wasn't able to get to the triple figures. What a feat that would have been. But also with the ball in hand, you look at the first innings, she came on to stem the flow of runs and she picked up 2 for 7. She was able to ensure that India had that collapse of 10 for 64 in that first innings. She captained the side really well. She was able to ensure that she was utilising her experienced bowlers of Catherine Brunt and Anya Shrubsole really well. And then she used her spin as well. She probably could have bowled herself a little bit more, but 9 out of 10 from me. Dipti Sharma, playing her Test debut, and she's a name that we have seen in Indian colours for a long period of time, but she got an opportunity to play in her whites and she didn't disappoint. Coming down the batting order in India's first innings, she was the only one to show some grit and determination apart from the openers, 29 not out, and then was elevated to that number 3 position, scoring her half century. Unfortunately, shot selection cost her, but even when you look from a bowling perspective, she picked up 3 wickets, probably bowled with a little bit more guile and consistency compared to Sneh Rana. So I am giving Dipti Sharma 8 out of 10. Let's talk about England's spinner, Sophie Eccleston. She showed some promise with the bat, 17 runs, but then it was with the ball, picking up 8 wickets across the Test match. The first innings, she struggled to figure out what the right pace was and probably bowled too short, too full. But once she got Mithali Raj's wicket, she got the confidence. Then the second innings, she bowled 38 overs. In total, she bowled 26 the first innings, 38. That is a mammoth ask of a young spinner, and she bowled really well. Albeit tired right at the end, she will be better for it, and she will be an absolute handful for the Australians when they play their next Test match at the Wacker. So I'm giving her 8 out of 10. When you look at senior players within the sides, obviously you turn to Harmanpreet Kaur, and we know how destructive she can be with the bat. But she has looked out of touch for a while. She looks like she is lacking a lot of confidence. In the T20 World Cup in Australia last year, she didn't really fire. Against South Africa, she got a couple of 30 odds. But again, she didn't look comfortable out in the middle. She was part of the mini collapses in both innings, and they need more from the vice captain. So unfortunately for Harmanpreet Kaur, I'm giving her 3 out of 10. The final player I want to give a report card to is the debutante from the English side, Sophie Dunkley. Coming into the side, batting at a time when England needed her to put a partnership, she started day 2 with only a handful of runs. By the end of their innings, she was 74 not out. She was able to show that she can go through the gear. She's got the temperament for Test cricket, and no doubt we will see her in English colours as they move into the ODI format. Also, I think she's going to be a handy player for the future. Yeah, she bowled only an over of leg spin, didn't quite get the line and length right, but if she's able to nail that, she is going to have a long test career for England.